I'm here to talk about politics, Australian politics, and how we pay taxes on top of the GST. They once told us the GST would replace all taxes. Not only have they never removed all taxes, they have added more. And if that's not enough, our governments take what little spare cash we have left through levies on taxes. Then they wonder why the economy stalls. It's obvious. We don't have any money left after the power companies rip us off with their ever-rising prices, as well as rising water and sewerage costs. And then there are the everyday costs and petrol prices that take the ordinary consumer on a roller coaster ride. My name is Kim Dunbar. I'm standing second on the South Australian One Nation Senate ticket this election. I woke up one day and found myself continually saying, "But I live in a democracy," and getting laughed at. This made me very angry. I always thought in a democracy you always get a choice, but here all we get is the coalition or Labor Greens. Do you want to be governed by the red or the blue? It's entirely up to you. Do you want to be patronised or condescended to by liars or by crooks? You get to choose. Would you prefer your fundamental values insulted by conmen or by charlatans? In short, do you want your influence to be 0 or nil? And when would you like to be listened to? Never or not at all? It's your choice. Do you want some more choice? Take it or leave it. Now there's a real choice, and that is exactly what the major parties are telling us right now in this election. Some people say we should have proportional representation in Australia. I'd be happy with any representation. What about you? Stop the people smuggling. One Nation has clear policy on this. Why is it so difficult for them to stand up and say no more? The Papuan solution has already failed and just creates more human misery, and they use our money to create this. Taxpayers are not bottomless pits of endless money. There comes a breaking point one day where too many feel enslaved to what they do not want in their lives, and enslaved to the ever-growing amount of essentials we need to survive. In 1999 we voted no to a republic, yet here we are in 2013 and our Prime Minister is running a presidential campaign. He's even imported some Obama campaign specialists. Has he forgotten we said no? Watch out, what else slipped in while we slept? I don't suppose that would be the implementation of the United Nations Agenda 21 plan, with things like compulsory forced vaccinations, fluoridated water, legislating against landowners' rights, privatisation of essential services like water and power, which we fundamentally have through most of Australia. What about the new proposed tax from 2016, announced at the beginning of August, to impose a 0.05% tax on depositors' money to insure against bank collapse? To top all that off, the government wants to count that money into its bottom line. I say no. Banks are corporations and depositors are not responsible for what banks do with our money or how they pay with the figures. Corporations need to insure themselves and be responsible with how and what they do with our money. Free trade is another Agenda 21 misnomer. To me, free trade equals slavery. Look at our primary producers and the state of our manufacturing industry. Then there's the subversive agreements and legislation passed through with hardly a peep from the mainstream media. And in the last sitting of Parliament, the coalition voted 87% with the Labor Party. And God help you if you vote for Labor. We all know the MPs in the three main parties vote exactly the way they are told because their careers depend on it. Why should any of us want someone like that to represent us? We deserve better. The truth is, you don't have to vote for any of these people, and don't let the media brainwash you into thinking you do. Just because they're the only ones they ever talk about, it doesn't matter where you stand in the political spectrum, left, right or in between. You'll find a small party or independent candidate who actually believes in what they're standing for and will match your own views better than any of these political corporations. Of course they'll try to persuade you that a vote for a small party is a wasted vote, that your vote won't count. Yet when you consider what the Conservative and Labor parties are both proven liars who laugh at us behind our backs, why would you want your vote to go to someone like that? Then every cast iron pledge will be broken, because they've done it all before. Don't think it will change now. If any of them win, democracy loses, and you know that too. Now that's what I call a wasted vote. Maybe you're a lifelong Conservative or Labor voter and don't really want to vote for any of them again, but feel you don't have a choice. Well, I'm here to tell you that you do have a choice. You have a real choice and a real responsibility, and your vote will count. If it takes 100 arrows to bring down an elephant, they're all necessary and they all count. If we want freedom in this country, and I assume you do too, we have to get people into Parliament who will vote the way their constituents want them to, and not the way they're told. And it has to start from somewhere. As Gandhi said, you have to be the difference you want to see in the world. There's no point in sitting back and waiting for someone else to do it for you. So this polling day, just once, Australians, vote small and think big for your future and our freedom.